Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are talking about bad skincare advice from beauty gurus. What are you doing? Like aggressively sniffing me. In all honesty, Instagram and YouTube generally tend to raise my blood pressure because I constantly am hearing bad skincare advice and seeing bad skincare practices and tons of misinformation from really popular beauty gurus. So I wanted to sit down and make this video. I'm not gonna put anyone on blast or anything. Everything is going to be anonymous about who I heard this from, but I'm going to tell you the things that really just grind my gears and really irk me when I see beauty gurus talking about skincare. So the first piece of bad information that I've heard so many times is when a beauty guru is using a clay mask and they're like, yeah, this really sucks all the gunk out of my skin and it makes me purge, so I really know that it's working. I don't think so. So clay masks absorb excess oil, and then in addition, they have really great absorbent properties. So yeah, they can help to dislodge debris inside your pores. However, purging specifically is a really specific skin process that occurs when an ingredient or active ingredient is increasing cellular turnover. So breaking out after using a clay mask does not make any sense because a clay mask doesn't contain ingredients like retinol or lactic acid or glycolic acid or salicylic acid, any of those ingredients that can cause the rate of cellular renewal to increase and therefore cause purging. That whole thing about like, oh, this clay mask makes me break out, therefore it's working, really bothers me, because if something is breaking you out and you're not purging, you should probably stop using it, because that means that your skin is being really irritated from whatever ingredients are inside that product. Another piece of really bad information that I've heard is the classic, and I've even heard estheticians say this, saying that you can open your pores with hot water and then close your pores with cold water. This is also just complete BS, only because pores do not respond to stimuli. Pore size is genetically determined, has to do with the environment and what kind of products you're using. So this is just an old wives' tale basically of pores being able to open and close. Pores are not like muscles, like they can't open or close or anything, they can only stay the same. This is just kind of a silly old wives' tale that I've heard perpetuated on the internet and in real life. Another thing that really bothers me is when I see beauty gurus using these really popular skincare products that have tons and tons of fragrance in them. Now, fragrance, in my opinion, has no place in skincare. It does not serve any sort of physiological benefit to the skin. It is solely there to provide a more enhanced sensory experience to the user. So if it's not providing value to my skin, I don't want it. And then in addition, fragrance can also be very, very irritating on the skin depending on what it is. I know a lot of essential oils that are used in the skin, like lavender and eucalyptus and peppermint in skincare, can be very, very irritating on the skin. On an ingredients list, when you see fragrance listed, it could be any number of compounds. Fragrance itself is not an ingredient. There's not like one particular fragrance that companies use in every single skincare product. It's up to the company's discretion to use whatever fragrance ingredient that they want. So really introducing fragrance into a skincare product is a little bit dangerous because you could really irritate whoever's using the skincare product's skin. Okay, the next one I think is the one that bothers me the most, probably, because I am very, very passionate about sunscreen. And it is whenever I am watching a makeup tutorial and they're like, oh, this is a beach look. And I'm like, yes, bronzy, glowy skin, beach look. And so then the beauty guru is like, okay, now we gotta protect our skin. And I'm like, yes, SPF, PA system, UVA, UV protection, protect your skin. Yes, I love it. And then the beauty guru proceeds to apply literally one drop of sunscreen on their face, and then they kind of massage it in. And then they go over top with loads of foundation, loads of concealer, loads of powder, and I'm like, you're not protecting your skin at all. So sunscreens are evaluated by the FDA at 2 milligrams per centimeter squared, which is actually kind of a lot. So in order to get the SPF protection that's advertised on the tube of sunscreen, like for example, this is 50 plus SPF, okay? When you see that it's SPF 50, it means that to get SPF 50, you have to apply 2 milligrams per centimeter squared on your face, which is actually more than you would think. So 2 drops of sunscreen underneath all that makeup is not going to protect your skin at all from anything. So you definitely need to up your sunscreen game and invest in better sunscreens that you're actually going to want to use. That's why I say with sunscreens, I think do your best. If you can't get the perfect amount of coverage, that's okay. Just really try to do your best to get the adequate amount on your skin to protect your skin. Something is better than nothing. So if you're going to apply makeup, I do recommend using a sunscreen or a foundation with sunscreen in it. But again, when you have a foundation with sunscreen in it and it says like SPF 30, you have to apply 2 milligrams per centimeter squared to get that advertised SPF value. It does not look good because it's really cakey. You have to apply a lot of that foundation with SPF in order to get that advertised SPF amount. So sunscreen and makeup are like a very complicated combined topic when we're talking about specifically the application of sunscreen in makeup or sunscreen underneath makeup or sunscreen over top of makeup. It's pretty complex. So if you want me to do a video all about the interaction of sunscreen and makeup, let me know and I'll research it and film a video for you guys. Okay, something that I see happening a lot is beauty gurus using undiluted essential oils. So in the first place, you should not be using essential oils on your skin, period, except for a very, very, very select few, such as tea tree oil, and even then it can risk irritation. The problem with using essential oils undiluted is that you're risking a lot of irritation on your skin because undiluted essential oils are freaking potent. So if you're going to use an essential oil for whatever reason, you absolutely need to dilute it in a carrier oil, not water. I actually saw this recently on Instagram where I'm a beauty guru that's very popular on Instagram said that you need to dilute tea tree oil in water, and I was like, okay, if you want to make a salad dressing, I guess. So the reason why you can't use water to dilute any essential oils is because of the chemistry principles of like dissolves like. So oil and water obviously don't mix. If you've ever seen like a vinaigrette salad dressing, you know that there's like an oily layer and like a watery layer. Also in some toners, you can have like a biphase oily layer and watery layer. Makeup removers as well, I've seen that too. What I'm trying to get at here is that you can make an emulsion by shaking it, but the droplets of oil that are suspended in water are undiluted. You have these concentrated pockets of essential oil in your water that you're diluting out with, which is going to cause damage to your skin. However, if you dilute your essential oil in a carrier oil, everything gets dispersed very evenly. The molecules are nice and evenly distributed inside the carrier oil, and you won't risk your skin a ton of irritation if you're using the right essential oil. Okay, next one I think we're all guilty of doing, and it's using facial scrubs. Now, some facial scrubs can be beneficial, and I say some very hesitantly because there are only a couple like brown sugar or raw sugar that I think could potentially kind of maybe be okay on facial skin. But the vast majority of facial scrubs that include walnut shell particles especially are incredibly damaging for the skin. Everybody slammed Kylie Jenner for her walnut face scrub, and for a good reason. That stuff is so bad for your skin. It doesn't matter who you are, dermatologist, esthetician, doctor, whoever. Everyone agrees that these facial scrubs, especially with the walnut shell particles, are super abrasive. They're sharp, they can tear your skin and cause micro tears. And also it's just very irritating on the skin to sit there and rub very harshly at your skin. So there's a time and there's a place for physical exfoliation, but it absolutely does not belong in your skincare routine every single day. If you're using something like a sugar mask, like for example, there's like a Skin Food black honey sugar mask that I really, really like, and you just apply it to your skin, leave it on for like 20 minutes and then wash it off. Now the sugar particles in it are pretty rough, and so I like to dilute it with water a lot to dissolve the sugar, and then very, very gently, and I cannot stress this enough, very, very gently rub in tiny circular motions to exfoliate away skin. If you want to exfoliate your skin, I personally believe that the best way to do it is via chemical exfoliation using an alpha hydroxy acid or a beta hydroxy acid. These products can actually like undo the glue in the layers between your skin cells in order to reveal fresh new skin cells. Chemical exfoliation is way less irritating than using like a really harsh physical scrub that can cause a lot of inflammation in the skin. So overall, I think chemical exfoliation is a much safer bet. It's much more sustainable for your skin in the long run, and it just provides you better results. Skincare, in my opinion, is a marathon. It's not a sprint, so you have to really commit to a skincare routine in order to see results. Okay, last complaint, and it is when beauty gurus, especially on Instagram with those like little 1-minute Instagram videos, when they apply skincare directly to their face. So for example, I have this bottle right here that comes in like a pump. If I were to sit there and do this business on my face and touch the dropper directly to my face, even if I have like an oil serum and I'm getting the dropper and I'm like dropping it on my face, guys, I know it looks cool, but like, don't do it. Don't do it. It is so incredibly unsanitary to touch the dropper to your face and then put it back in the product, because whether you like it or not, your skin naturally has a lot of bacteria on it. And this is both good bacteria and bad bacteria, and they're all part of your skin's microbiome. So when you touch a skincare dropper to your face and then you put it back into the skincare product, you're essentially contaminating that entire batch that you have. So I really, really recommend against doing the whole beauty guru thing where they're like, oh, look, I'm dripping all this stuff on my face. Just like, don't do it. It's messy, it's wasteful. You apply way too much product in the first place, and it's really, really unsanitary. I recommend washing your hands, getting your hands nice and clean and dry, applying by dropping into your hand, rubbing it together a little bit, and then patting it into your skin. I think that is the absolute best way to apply serums, skincare, oil, anything. So yeah, those are all my complaints. Let me know what your pet peeves are whenever you see skincare advice from beauty gurus who just don't know what they're talking about. It does really bother me that a lot of beauty gurus blindly trust the information of companies that are purely there to make money. They're not trying to educate people, they're not trying to do the right thing. Companies are there to make money, and so if they want to make up some pseudoscience about how this is really bad for your skin, but like our products don't have that thing, it's up to you to do your research to determine if that thing that they're claiming is true or not. So do your research, always fact check. There are a ton of resources available on the internet. Some of them are behind paywalls. Like, I know a lot of scientific journals you can't get access to, but that's why I'm here on YouTube, is because I want to make skincare more accessible. Because I understand that it's hard, especially if you don't have a scientific background, to understand all those technical papers and all the information that exists about skincare. So the reason why I'm here on YouTube, the passion behind my channel, is that I do have a technical background. I did study chemical engineering in college. I graduated. I took a ton of chemistry classes, like a lot of chemistry classes, guys, a lot. And because I took so many chemistry classes, because I worked in a biotech research lab, I have all this technical knowledge. I have the affinity to learn. What I'm good at doing is, if I don't understand something, I can fall back on the principles that I do know and apply those principles to more complicated subjects that I don't know a whole lot about. So no, I'm not a dermatologist. No, I'm not an esthetician. I'm not even a skin specialist. I don't look at people's skin for a living, but I'm just really passionate about chemistry, biochemistry, and skincare. So this video was a long time coming because it really bothers me when I see beauty gurus not using their platforms responsibly. I truly believe that it's your duty, if you have a public platform, to do your research and really understand what information you're telling your audience. Because misinformation in today's day and age is so easy to spread, and it just really bothers me whenever I see all this pseudoscience floating around on the internet, because it can be harmful. So okay, anyway, rant over. If you want to see even more videos like this where I talk about bad skincare advice that beauty gurus give, this isn't even scratching the surface. There are so many more things that I see that are absolutely insidious in the beauty industry that I would love to talk about. So if you want to see that video, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. Definitely subscribe so you stick around for more chemistry-based skincare videos, because I have a lot coming your way. But yeah, until my next video, have a beautiful week, and I will see you then. Bye!